You said your mom passed. I was
Hmm.
reading up on it. I see it was like a sad situation. Do you want to talk
Yeah,
about it?
she passed away from bone cancer.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this podcast, I don't know if you know, this podcast is in the name of the person you see behind me, Shea Marie.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she's beautiful.
my sister, and she died of leukemia last summer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Tonight, dramatic tracks. Tonight. Don't feel like being lonely tonight. Tonight, I don't wanna be lonely. Need somebody to be there for me. Tonight, I'ma be here shorty. Let's go party and feel my body tonight.
So I want to welcome everybody to Yassie.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Nice to meet everyone. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So could you tell us how you got started?
Yeah. So my mom and we started singing in the choir. And when she passed, I just kind of continued singing because it was a passion for both of us.
Yeah.
And then as far as songwriting, I started with poetry and then that progressed to songwriting.
Okay. You said your mom passed. I was
Hmm.
reading up on it. I see it was like a sad situation. Do you want to talk
Yeah.
about it?
She passed away from bone cancer.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this podcast, I don't know if you know, this podcast is in the name of the person you see behind me, Shea Marie.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She's beautiful.
my sister. And she died of leukemia last summer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she just got it was same issue like with bone marrow and everything. So when I
Hmm.
saw that there, I was like, oh, that's that.
Yeah, instant like connection. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I have this here in her name, and she used to sing and she used to rap. So it's
Wow.
yeah, so it's
So
like
multi-talented.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you find that it's a little pressure sometimes when you're trying to like do things to carry on from where you were with your mom because you guys were in church together singing and everything?
I mean, I find myself missing her. I mean, I miss her every day, but there's a lot of things that I'm doing and I feel like she's missing, and I try to just think that she's watching, over me. But I do wish that she was here to kind of see me on this journey.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I definitely try to, with everything that I do, remember her, and do this, so that she is proud of me, so.
So when you're creating music, do you try to be someone that could relate to people that's gone through things like this?
Yeah, I just like to be relatable, not just on this topic, but on, all other topics, because,
Yeah.
I've been through a lot, not even just my mother's death, but, I've had a hard life because I had to grow up really fast. And,
Yeah.
there's just things that, I feel like I can definitely relate to other people and they can relate to me. So I try to sing about things like that, but I do sing about my mother as well. I have a song about her.
Okay. So could you tell us about your latest single? Because I see that there was a special attachment to it from last weekend having to do with
Yeah.
Valentine's.
Yeah, so it's currently charting globally. It's number 110. And it's a song that's, I kind of tried to make it more upbeat but still relatable, like we were just talking about. And so it really is about, being in love with someone, but they're not showing you you know, what maybe you think they should be to prove that, you know, they do love you and that they are there for you. So it's saying I love you, but I'm saying prove that you love me. So, you know, and I think a lot of people can relate to that because people get comfortable in relationships and they stop doing the things that they did in the beginning, and you
Yeah.
know, so
So do you find it hard to do love songs in today's era where everyone's always trying to be hard and not show emotions? Do you feel that this kind of music?
no, I can't help it. I'm
Yeah.
naturally emotional, so I feel like I'm like, even if I'm the only one singing about emotions, at least I can be that voice for everyone else. So,
Okay. So how would you describe your style for someone that never heard you before?
I would probably say it's neo soul, it's trap soul, it's R&B and soul, and I do a little pop too sometimes. So,
A mix up.
yeah.
Yeah. So I seen that you also connected yourself with something local in your area.
Um.
I think the Olive Garden.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I did do a giveaway for Valentine's Day. There was two cancer survivors that I was able to meet and give them gift cards because they weren't able to, because of their health, they weren't able to actually go on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
But I did still give them a gift card to have dinner when they're able to. And they told me their stories, and it was just a really like heartfelt experience for
Yeah.
me, and it made me feel good to be able to love on these women, and just, you know, me, I can see firsthand, you know, I told them, you know, I watched my mom suffer, and I
Yeah.
couldn't do anything but just hold her hand through it, and for you guys to be here surviving, or, you know, in remission and survive that, that's amazing, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So I just, you know, I wanted to tell them that they're inspiring and that they should, you know, feel love. So that was what that was. But it was a great experience for them and for me. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what it is. It's relating to people and connecting to people. That's how
yeah,
people like remember your music, because music is a thing where people remember time and place when they hear songs.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're so right about that. I truly believe that there's probably a song someone can turn on, whether they're sad, they're happy, whatever, you know, like to get
Yeah.
them through whatever in that moment. There's music for everything. So yeah.
So what other music do you have out there right now too that people could go and check out?
I have all of my albums. Right now, the album I'm pushing is Care, and that's where my song Prove It is on as well. I'm actually getting ready to drop a Care exclusive deluxe edition. So it's gonna be like 4 extra songs.
Yeah.
So everybody can stay tuned for that. That's on the way. But yeah, I mean, if you type in Yassie, all of my albums, all of my singles, everything I've done is available on all platforms.
Okay. So how would you say that you create your music? Like when you go in the studio, what is like your routine? And what do you
Well,
want?
normally
Yeah.
I write before I go. So when I go in, I'm just perfecting, you know, what I wrote. But I like to have the lights low and like the candles and just like my vibe, you
Yeah.
know, kind of relax myself, and then just really try to, because sometimes when I write a song, I don't go in the studio right after I wrote it. So getting into that mindset of when I wrote that song as well is something too, because I want the emotion to portray throughout the music. So that's kind of my writer's process. I sometimes record myself like singing, and then write down what I'm singing so I can just kind of freestyle. So it just
Yeah.
depends on what the mood is. But yeah, for the most part, those are the two ways that I like to kind of get in my zone and prepare to record.
So which artists do you feel, which artists have you felt were artists that you learned the craft from?
Yeah, definitely Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Definitely Janet Jackson. I would say Aaliyah, Erica Badu, Jill Scott.
Okay.
definitely those are some of my influences.
So we're also running a series called Greatest of All Time. And we've been asking artists who would they choose between Lil Kim or Nicki Minaj?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna
That's
say
a-
Lil Kim. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Lil
a
Kim.
lot of people are saying Lil Kim.
Mm-hmm. Because I respect Nicki's craft, but Lil Kim
Yeah.
all day. I'm sorry, Lil Kim all day.
So who would be your top 5 artists of all time?
Top 5 of all time. Ooh. Okay, Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, because we're saying all time.
Yeah.
That's 3. Oh, that's hard because I like so many people.
Oh, but
Let me,
you're picking ones that a lot of people it's like
I'm
they're
gonna
kind
say
of really
Aaliyah too because
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah was kind of new age for us.
Yeah.
You know, but still very influential. I really think if she would still have been living, who
Man,
knows what would have happened.
you know what's so ironic as you said Aaliyah there? That's my sister's daughter's name. My sister used to love
Really?
yeah, she used to love Aaliyah.
I wish my name was Aaliyah. I told my mom, why did you name me Aaliyah? Because I love Aaliyah. So I used to just want to be her.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of the songs that I grew up singing were Aaliyah songs. Like that was like talent shows at school and stuff. I used to sing Aaliyah songs.
Okay.
One last person I would probably say, trying to think of somebody that's new that I think is, I would say, I'm not gonna say new. I'll just say Erykah Badu because she's so different but still so talented. So I would say
Yeah,
Erykah
she
Badu.
is. She is.
Yeah.
So are there any artists that you would like to collaborate with?
A lot. Yes. But Drake is actually somebody I would love to collab with. Just because I think our sounds are so I think it would be very dope to hear that. And then like as far as female, I would like to work with SZA, her, Summer Walker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, was it last year? We had asked one artist that, and then it actually came into fruition. She got the working with one of the artists that she named.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd like to ask that.
You gotta manifest it.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to manifest.
So when you're going out to perform, have you done live performances?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel doing live performance versus recording music?
Recording music, I'm able to go through the creative process, but I do love to perform because I'm able to, connect physically with the audience. And my last show, I was singing a song that I wrote for my mom, and a woman came up to me afterwards and just cried and said she had just lost her mom and that song really, helped her. So there's things like that happen when I'm performing that are like once in a lifetime. Like I cried with her for like 30 minutes. We were just hugging and it was just, and I didn't know this woman, but she, like she was at the show and she, heard the music. I feel like she was there for a reason. So that's what I love out of performing. So I definitely overall would perform over recording, but they're both very different for me, but still meaningful.
So right now you're on a promotional run. What are your thoughts about social media? Do you think it's an important part for artists?
I think it's really important right now. Everyone's, we're in a pandemic. So I mean, everyone's on their phone anyway. You might as well get that traction in that, it's not the same as, back in the day where you could just, stand outside with CDs and, get your music heard. You kind of have to, it's a different push. It's a different push you have to do. So yeah, you have to do something on social media. You can't have no social media.
Yeah. So you said that you're getting played on radio. How was it when you heard that your song was on the radio?
I like screamed and was so excited for the first week. I
Yeah.
was just like, me, like, I'm still very humble even through this journey. And so I was just like, I can't believe it. Like,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Oh, we didn't ask. Where are you located?
in Nashville.
You're in Nashville.
Hmm.
Okay. So, what is the scene like in Nashville right now?
It's country music based.
Yeah.
So, and I don't do country music, but I can write country music. I just don't sing it.
Yeah.
So, it's a little bit of a challenge to get heard here. And then if it's not country music, it's hip hop. So a lot of my shows happen elsewhere in Atlanta and Miami and
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
But I still perform here, just not as much as other places. So
For hip hop, everyone knows Young Buck for Nashville.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hip hop or country. It's really not an R&B scene here.
Okay. So when you see R&B artists today, what do you feel that you bring that would make you differentiate from the others?
I think that I'm authentic, everything that I sing about is either my personal experience or a real life experience. I try to be very real and authentic and relatable. And a lot of people have lost that touch. Not, taking a dig at anyone, but just when you turn on the radio, you don't hear the same thing we heard, 20 years ago. So it's just not the same.
Okay. So is there anything else you would like the audience to know about Yassie?
Well, just stay tuned. This definitely won't be the last you will see of me. Tap into all of my music. I love my supporters, and I just want to thank you for having me as well. And shout out to my media team.
Yeah, great team.
For linking.
Yeah. All right. So where could we get your music?
If you just type in Yassie, Yassie,
Yeah.
everywhere, it'll come right up. All of my albums, and my current album, Care, is available on all platforms as well.
Okay. We'll check it out.